Bing bong, bing bong. Are we on? Are we good? Are we here? Is the world a better place? It's a little bit later than I wanted to start, but that's because I was mad at things. And I needed to think about that. First we gotta go kill ourselves real quick. And then we can go finish off Shrine of Storms. But that means that we'll have only one Archstone left, which I think is kind of a big deal. Only one Archstone left. Alright, just shift it more towards black tendency, please. Shift it a little bit more towards black tendency, please. I'm trying to think, because we could, we have, what, King of Storms left? Stormlord? Hello, Anthafin, how are you? What are you up to? Are you playing a video game? Hello, Aki, how are you? How is everyone tonight? This lovely Monday night. What time is it? It's like almost 12. I started a bit late, I think. A bit later than I usually do. And I apologize for that. I know that I could have started even earlier because of the fact that I didn't have work today. I could have started earlier, but I didn't. And that's my B. I could... You know what? Let's go get grass. You guys want to get grass? I was playing Dark Souls, but now I'm just kind of vibing. Oh, sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Which Dark Souls? Just the first one? Were you playing Remastered? I love Inferno Plus. Awesome creator. I wanna do Remastered for the stream. I was actually thinking, guys, what should we do, like, next? Because Demon Souls is not gonna last much longer. Demon Souls is probably gonna take maybe one or two more streams and then we're done with it, which is kind of crazy to think about. That we kind of blasted through this game, but I've been doing longer streams than I have before. I was going through Dead Space, and all of my Dead Space streams are like an hour long. I was indeed shooting Halo gun at the Gaping Dragon. That's awesome. Which one? Which gun? Which Halo gun were you shooting at the Gaping Dragon? That's amazing. Oh, we could totally put on some armor and make these guys do nothing to us. We don't really need the souls. We're in a good place for souls. I don't know if we're gonna get the stats for the meat cleaver before we finish the game, unfortunately. Ow. Ow. Halo 1 pistol, best pistol. The Magnum, which has reappeared as a power weapon in multiple later games. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. That's the Scraping Spear, which is a very evil weapon. Demon Souls PvP is for evil people. Yeah, the Scraping Spear would destroy any equipment, anything that you had on your equipment. It would break it with every strike. So a lot of people would invade another person's world just to break all their stuff. Evil weapon for evil people. Evil weapon for evil people. But Demon Souls did a lot of that in the PvP, in that it wasn't just like killing the other person was not the goal necessarily. Sometimes the goal was just making sure they couldn't even play the game well or fun or have fun. You could do terrible things to people. There's a lot of stuff like that where the final boss can drain your levels. You can lose levels from him permanently. If he so decides to do that to you. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of people join us tonight. It might just be the three of us, and I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I do know that tomorrow, and Wednesday is my usually scheduled no more game. Sorry, no more game. Have to take break. Got to keep a consistent schedule there. So we will be back come Thursday. Come Thursday. Turpentine. The smell of wine and turpentine. Ooh, frames. Hope you guys love a good old-fashioned just exploration of grass. We love getting grass. Grass is amazing. Easy game. These guys don't even hurt anymore. They don't even do anything to us. There is a boss in the mausoleum. Well, he's an NPC more than a boss. An NPC more than a boss. But he exists up in the old mausoleum here. Which is where the Red Eye Knight blocks and guards. Oh, look at how much damage we do to this guy now. He's nothing to us. He's nothing to us. He's gonna try to eat grass. Yeah. Sucks to suck, buddy. New moon grass! But we don't have the key because I think it's only available in white or black world tendency. Maybe it's only available in white world tendency. No! Wait, I remember where the key is. I remember where the key is. It's with Ostrava. He guards one of the Super Souls, Soul Brant or something like that. Yeah, I think he guards Demon Brant. I think he guards Demon Brant. Soul Brant is with the False King. Okay, let's... I mean, we're doing pretty okay on Grars. We're getting Grars. Unlimited Grars. And they're gonna blow themselves up. No, they didn't! Come on! Blow yourself up, loser. Come on, blow yourself up. Blow yourself up. You wanna blow yourself up. You wanna blow yourself up. You wanna blow yourself... Yeah! That's what I wanna see, baby. That's what I wanna see, baby. Okay. Best enemies in the game. No, don't fall off. Don't fall off because that would... It wouldn't kill me, but it would disorient me, like, deeply. It would cause me disorientation and damage. Not death, just damage. Ow. These fire guys friggin' do so much damage. I don't think we got any Grars from them. Rude. Rude. Do you think we have enough arrows to kill the dragon? Maybe we should try to go for the dragon. That would probably be a good idea. Go for the dragon. Kill the dragon. Dragon dead. Ow. How much does the game increase in difficulty once you go to New Game Plus? Like, what is the number increase? Does anybody know the exact number increase? Probably not. I'm just interested myself. I mean, I could, like, go to the Wikidot and try to figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's just a percentage increase across the board, right? Percentage to health. I know that Old King Doran does not increase in level or in health when you go to New Game Plus, which is really fascinating because, like, I think he's one of the only characters in the game to do that. Because everybody else does. Ow. I don't mean to do, like, the kick attack, but the kick attack is so easy to accidentally complete. And then you just look like a dumb idiot because you're not actually dealing damage to them. But with a normal weapon with a kick attack, you put them in the off balance state, which gives you like a 20% damage increase. This weapon's kick attack is supposed to be like a repositioning tool. So it actually just makes you do less damage. So it doesn't have even like the off balance trick that other weapons have with their shoves. So like, what are you doing? What are you doing? When do you ever need to be that evasive? Is this move good in PvP? I know in Dark Souls 3 PvP, you could do the repositioning attack to get behind someone for a cheeky little backstab. A cheeky little backstab, but I don't think you can, I don't think you do that in this one. I don't know. I feel like Demon Souls PvP is not something that is normal, sane, or healthy. I think that it's the opposite of those things. It's bizarre, insane, and unhealthy. If we're going to name the opposites, which we just did. Just because you guys didn't know. You guys didn't know. You guys didn't know the antonyms, and that's okay. That's what that's what I provide to you. I provide antonyms. Oh, I didn't like that damage. Can we get closer without him murking us? Without turning us into Swiss cheese? This reminds me of Dragon Age. It just reminds me of Dragon Age because the dragons look kind of like the ones in that game. Dragon Age is awesome. I really like that game. I feel like Dragon Age doesn't get the same amount of like joy and curation that Mass Effect gets, even though it's a really good game and a really interesting setting. And one of my favorite things about Dragon Age, like, is the name of the setting itself, because, you know, it takes place in the world of, like, Thedas, Thedas, which literally comes from the Dragon Age setting, Thedas. That's so good. That's so smart. It, like, one of the hardest things, because I love world building. I love world building and making little worlds full of characters and things and stuff like that. And the hardest thing ever is naming places. Naming places or naming people. Naming places or naming people. Because you don't want to steal, like, somebody else's name or something, and you don't want it to be, like, a slur in another language. Apparently, New Game Plus isn't consistent in its increased numbers until New Game Plus 2. The first New Game Plus is pretty much hand-picked number increases, but after that, it's flat percentage increases. That's actually pretty fascinating. That's pretty fascinating. What is the, because I know that Old King Doran doesn't get stronger. Oh, he flows away. Old King Doran doesn't get stronger. Do they come back? Or does the dragon always stay away? Is this one taking damage? Do I shoot this one to get it to go away? Or is it like immune to damage and it only goes away and if I get it to move to world? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to make the dragon disappear. I don't know. I think it does go away when you make it move to world 1-4. Like, it doesn't go away beforehand. Ah! Ah! Don't hit me again. Don't hit me again. Don't hit me again. We did it! We looted the Dragon Horde. We looted the Dragon Horde, and we get the Ring of Strength, which allows us to carry things a little bit better. Which is important if we want to. I bet we could fast roll with the Gloom set if we put on that ring. But I don't want to fast roll with the Gloom set right now. I'd much rather have insane health regeneration. I'd much rather have insane health regeneration. What a crazy build. We regenerate all the health we lose. Woo! It's good stuff, Bront. It's good stuff. My cat's making weird sounds outside. What's the cat doing? Making weird sounds. Okay. That's pretty good here, right? That's pretty good here. Let's go kill the storm. Well, yeah. Well, we got a lot of growers. We got a lot of growers. We should be fine. We should be fine. I get nervous because I'm like, I'm going to run out of items. No. No, no, no. Gonna be fine. And then we could kill Penetrator, right? You guys want to see me kill Penetrator? Stop hitting me. Ow. I like how a lot of the bosses in this game, if they're straight up fights, are like just barely under the limit of beatable because of how fast they are. Like, the bosses in Demon Souls wildly oscillate between kind of soft, like, Zelda bosses, where they're a puzzle to beat, and they're, like, laughably easy, except for, like, maybe one-shot move they have. And then some of the most difficult bosses in the game, just because they have two moves that they spam over and over again, and they're just slightly faster than the player character. I think that's really funny. That's really funny. That they didn't have really, like, the toolbox for a good boss, quote unquote, as the Souls series has become to be known for, right? Because, like, at the beginning, when you have Demon Souls and Dark Souls, it had hard bosses. But they were hard due to kind of the limitations of the game, how much your character had to commit to the actions they were taking. Even healing causes you to sit in place. You have to choose when to heal, which means if you get hit, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, so you gotta minimize getting hit at all. Whereas in, like, Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, Clunk and Jank were large sources of difficulty. Yes. Yep, Clunk and Jank. And it's just a different, like, they're good bosses, but they're different, right? And a lot of people are like, oh, they're so much easier than the ones in Dark Souls 3 and in Elden Ring. And yeah, this is true. This is true. But it's not because they're worse. And it's because they're simple, right? The bosses are easier because they're a lot simpler. They're a lot simpler. And you're fighting mostly the mechanics of the game itself than the bosses themselves, right? Like, their movesets can be difficult, like Artorias and Sanctuary Guardian got some stuff. Manus has, like, one of the only stunlock combos out of a boss in the game. Ornstein and Smo have some tricky moves, but at the end of the day, most of them have, like, 5 moves total that you gotta get used to. Look at, like, a Dark Souls 1 boss's flowchart, and then look at just the Knight Riders from Elden Ring. And look at their flowchart. When you look at, yeah, exactly. Look at the flowchart. Look at the, look at Knight Rider's flowchart and tell me that it's like, oh, they're just, no, it's a completely different ballpark. It's a completely different ballpark. And these bosses, like Demon Souls bosses, I feel, yes, they're still part of the Soul series. Yes, they still use the, like, Souls framework. Souls-like framework, right? I mean, yeah, they're all like Demon Souls. But the end goal and the end product is different. You know what I mean? It's like, it's interesting because I guess it's part of the same series, technically. Demon Souls and Elden Ring are part of the same series, like, not, like, continuity or lore-wise, but same company making the same style of game over the past decade. And so people are naturally going to compare the boss fights between these games, especially because it's, like, in our brain, the same lineage. But it's really more of a genre, right? Like, the Souls-like is now kind of its own genre. I'm sure that would cause someone an aneurysm if I said that, but I feel like that's true. Ow! That hoided. So they get compared a lot, but I feel like the intentions of an Elden Ring boss and a Demon Souls boss are completely different. Yes, there's supposed to be a difficult end cap to the level, but that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? An Elden Ring boss is supposed to demonstrate mastery over the game. Like, Promise Consort Radahn is supposed to be one of the most difficult tests of your skill at the game. Demon Souls bosses don't work like that. I guess Old King Alaunt could be that idea, but you could tell they hadn't mastered the concept, right? Like, let's take False King Alaunt, right? False King Alaunt. You guys know him. You guys love him. I don't think a modern Souls game could do a False King Alaunt as the final boss. Like, I know most people consider Old King Alaunt as the final boss, but imagine if the capstone of the DLC of Elden Ring was a boss like False King Alaunt. Imagine if you get into Miquella's boss room, and he's just a slug who's crawling around on the floor because he gave up all of his parts for divinity. Imagine that was the capstone boss. People would not be happy. And it's because, yeah, I love the Grubby Man too, but the point of the final boss of False King Alaunt versus Miquella is that the final boss of Demon Souls is less about the spectacle of the boss fight itself and more like a capstone of the story. You know what I mean? Souls games have evolved to be less about the environment and more about the mechanical skill of the boss fight itself. I don't think this is like a controversial thing. I think this is something that is well documented. But I don't know. That's why it gets to me when people compare the bosses of Demon Souls to later games, because it's like they do different things and they have different purposes. You can see like where their roots are. You can see what they're trying to do, but they're different. They're different purposes. Am I hitting this dragon? Am I hitting this dragon? I want it dead, Bront. I want it dead, Bront. This is probably going to take a long time. Yeah, I can't get 2 arrows out unless I'm really fast. Oh, we got 2 arrows out there, so we need to do that every time. That one didn't hit twice. Though I think it would have been really funny if they did do that with Miquella. Imagine if they did that with Miquella, where the final boss is him just being like some formless entity, and you gotta kill him, and it's not like an actual boss fight, it's like an execution. That would be really funny, because people would be so like psyched out. They would have been so disappointed. I don't care about the lore. I spent $30 for a really cool boss fight. When Divine Beast Dancing Lion exists. Divine Beast Dancing Lion has unironically one of the best Souls themes in the series. Don't at me. Don't at me. Divine Beast. That new guy they got. I'm going to say something supremely controversial. I have never really liked Yuka Kitamura. Yeah, I know. She's an amazingly talented composer. Her stuff is good. Abyss Watchers is very good. The opening theme for Dark Souls 3 is amazing. I really like Motoi Sakuraba. I really love the brass. I love the discordant choir. I love yes, I like Centipede Demon, okay? I like that theme. And you can't convince me otherwise. And I've just never really cared for Yuka. I know. So Elden Ring branching out into other composers was awesome. And that guy that they have who did Radon's theme and also Divine Beast Dancing Lion. I think it was the same guy. Holy, he has a career. He has a career. He has a career. Okay? He's got something going on. He's got something going on. And I think it's zesty. I think it's delicious. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's sacrilegious in the Souls community. To be like, nah, I've never really, like, Yuka's music. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's just not for me. And it's like, but she did Ludwig the Accursed. And it's like with 5 other composers. I don't know, man. Like, to me, Ludwig the Accursed doesn't really sound like her. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that she didn't do something on it, and I'm not saying that she didn't, like, do... Maybe the other composers were not necessary for Ludwig the Accursed. But her stuff is really, really distinct to me. You can really recognize the pattern of what makes a Yuka piece. And it's like, compare Melania's theme. Like, Melania's theme. That lonely violin. That's Yuka. She adores a, like, lonely string. And there's elements of that. And, Ludwig the Accursed. Sorry, I blanked on the horseman's name. There's elements of that in Ludwig the Accursed. But when it goes bombastic and it starts to go... That doesn't feel like her. That doesn't feel like her... if it was just Yuka, I feel like Ludwig the Accursed would have been way more mournful. That's where her tone lies. In that kind of, like, quiet, mournful tone. Like, think Abyss Watchers. With the weird kazoo in the background. That's Yuka. That's her style. Just like how Motoi Sakuraba, his style is the brass. He loves brass. Nameless King. Ornstein and Smo. But he does use some weirder instruments, such as the xylophone in Seath. Seath's theme. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think about the compositions a lot and how they relate to the song. Who did, oh, what's her face? The Bud. Rosalina of the Bud. I think her name's Rosalina. Am I close? Am I? No. What's her name? The Saint of the Bud. Because that has a really big Dark Souls 1 feel to it. And I actually remember reading someone doing a music theory breakdown of why the Saint of the Bud feels like Dark Souls 1. And it's because of the way that Motoi Sakuraba does music, is that he was specifically trying to capture, especially with like Ornstein and Smo and stuff like that, cadences that feel gothic. Specifically not like, best viewers on stream, boo! Is this a Pissed Bearingly? What? Pissed Bearingly? That's an awesome bot name. I don't think we've had a bot that was pissed before. Me too, bud. I was angry too. I loved you. I love you, Pissed Bearingly. What's the name of the flower? Look it up right now while I slowly whittle this dragon down. That song was probably so much fun to perform. Could you imagine being in the choir when you get to let it rip? Oh, could you imagine? Did it die? No. Like, could you imagine being in the choir when they got to go, like, full force on that? Ugh, so good, so good. Oh, it's dead now. Cool. That means we win. We will never have dragon again. Do not look at the blue dragon behind the curtain. It is not real. Ow. 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 Romina. Tsukasa Saito. I really like Tsukasa Saito. I don't know if that's the guy who did Radon, but I like Tsukasa Saito. I like their style. I like your funny music, Magic Man. Romina. What did I call her? Rosalina? That's the blue lady from Mario. Rosalina of the Bud. That was a funny mental image. If I was good at art, I would draw that. I would draw Rosalina, and I would have the star. What's the star's name? Lumina? Is the star called a Lumina? Or Lumi? Or something cute like that? I would have it be a little guy there. Yeah. Maybe okay, so I'll take like a 6-month break from streaming and VTubing, and I'll just get really good at art in that 6 months. And then I'll come back and do exclusively art streams. I feel like that would be great for my niche and my growth. I also really unironically enjoy the music in Demon's Souls a lot, so that might puncture any sort of authority that I might have on the matter. Because a lot of people think the original Demon's Souls songs are just not very good, and I disagree. I think they serve an excellent function for this game. No Gradius. No Gradius for you to eat. Midra has a really good theme, oddly enough, for a man named Midra. He's got a great theme. Was Midra Yuka? Let me look up. Was Midra Yuka? Midra Yuka? Was Midra Yuka? No, it was Shoei Miyazawa. With other key composers like Yuka Kitamura. Who did what? It was Shoei Miyazawa. Who else did Shoei Miyazawa do? Shoei Miyazawa. He did... Well, Abyssal Woods was Yuka. Taya Tomasawa. Karakun Somatanazaki. Divine Beast Dancing Lion. Moog, Lord of Blood. Star Scourge. Oh, this guy is the guy. With Godric the Grafted, character creation. Okay. Yeah, it's Shoei Miyazawa. It's freaking Shoei Miyazawa. This is the guy. This is the freaking guy. He did Promised Consort. Holy bejesus. This is the guy. This is the guy that I'm like, this is the guy. I love the original Demon's Souls soundtrack. It's one of my... Yeah, they changed it because it was bad or whatever. And it's like, it's perfect for what it does. It is amazing for what it does. It doesn't need to be huge and bombastic and, like, crazy. It just needs to be what it is. I don't know, man. They didn't need to change it. Shoei Miyazawa is the guy that I'm interested in. I want to see what he does. I hope I'm not horribly mispronouncing his name. I want to see what he does. Because he has composed consistently almost every single one of my favorite tracks from Elden Ring. Promise Consort, Star Scourge, Godric the Grafted, Midra. Like, he's got stuff to share with us. That is some good freaking music. I want to see what he does. Shoei Miyazawa. Sorry, I'm scratching my brow. You know what we can do? we can go through the colorless fog. Oh. Look at him. I love that face. And his jaunty little run. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. Freaking love that. Do we even know what Shoei Miyazawa, like, who is this guy? I don't think we know what Shoei Miyazawa looks like. Alright, let's go. Let's explore. Let's exploring. We go exploring. Okay. You guys remember the shaky, rattly prison? Yep. This gets revisited so many times in FromSoft Lexicon. Shaky, scary dog caravans. Shaky, scary dog caravans. I really hope that, like, Nikki and Cobalt don't feel like I wasn't going to stream tonight because I didn't appear at the agreed time. I really gotta get a secondary thing set up so that I can tell people when I'm going to be online. I really gotta get that set up because it's, I got an audience who's relying on me to be consistent now, and it's, like, bad if I do that poorly. You know what I mean? I gotta do that. The reason why I started late, actually, was because I was quite upset. What was I upset about? Thank you for asking. No one in chat. I was upset about, because at work I got scheduled 8 days in a row. Right before Christmas. The world disappeared for a second. I got scheduled 8 days in a row right before Christmas. And then I'm scheduled 5 days afterwards, after Christmas. So I was like, okay, that next week, I'm going to ask for 3 days off. Yep, this is a good cutscene. Yep. We love this guy, okay? So 5 days after. So I was gonna take some time off after the week just to have a couple days off in a row. And I know that I asked for a holiday off. I asked for December 31st, January 1st, and January 2nd off. The thing was that I asked for it off in advance. I knew I was going to have to work Christmas Eve. I did not know how many days I was going to work in a row, but I did know that I was going to have to work Christmas Eve. So I asked a month out. Which is what you're supposed to do. Maybe I didn't ask 3 months out, but whatever. And it's like, I have given every single one of my other holidays to this place. I have given them 4th of July. I have given them Memorial Day. I have given them Labor Day. I have given them Halloween. I have given them every single one of my holidays. I have not been able to enjoy a single holiday this year, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy Christmas Eve because I'm still working. I'll get Christmas, but that's because it's one of the 2 days off that everybody gets a year. Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I had to go to a wedding on Black Friday, and they almost didn't give me that either. So I had to switch shifts with someone to get that day. And then I stayed home the day after and got in trouble anyways. Because I called in. Because I was like, I just went to a wedding and I need time to decompress. And I still got in trouble. So that's why I can't call out for this holiday, because I will probably get fired. And it's like, so I give you all of my time. I give you every special day. I have probably the first time in like, ooh, these characters are cool. Too bad they die the same as everyone else. I have like one day, one holiday that I want to spend with friends. One holiday. And it gets rejected today. I saw it. It was rejected today. They don't give me January. They don't. My husband's old boss made him work on our wedding day. Work sucks. What do you mean you want to be with family? We're your family now. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that it's like, it's not even that. It's not even that. They don't even do like the toxic work. What do you mean? We're your family now. They don't even do that. I am nothing but a resource. I am nothing but a resource to them. For them to extract and then use and then discard when the resource fights back. I am nothing but a robot, really. I am an automaton. So, when the automaton acts up, it is much cheaper to replace it. That is all that's happening here. And I can't lose the job. Like, if I could, I would leave. I would go find something different, something that values my time and values my personhood, but it is so hard to find. This is like the best I have available in my area, and that is like the most crushing part about it, is that it's like I am resigned. I am resigned to being a little robot boy. I am resigned to being a resource. You know what I mean? For them to tap into and use as they see fit. I am not an autonomous being. I am simply here. And it's like, oh, it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic. It's just one day off. And it's like, it's not just one day off. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. And people will be like, oh, you know, you should just suck it up. Everybody else does it too. And it's like, nobody should do it. Just because someone else does it doesn't make it right. Everybody should have the opportunity to go home and be with their family. Everybody should have the opportunity to go home and be with their family on the holidays. Everyone. I don't care if management is there too. They shouldn't be. Management should go home and be with their family. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I was very upset. I was very mad. So that's why it took me so long to start the stream, because I just sat down and I started writing. I'm writing a thing. Oh, hello. And I am still mad about it, but a little bit more resigned to it, I guess. Still mad about it, a little bit more resigned to it. I think one of the things that is getting at me quite a bit is that they gave me that Friday off anyways. Like, yeah, I don't get the holiday. I don't get to spend the new year with friends or family. I don't get a single holiday this year making memories with the people who matter most to me. I don't get to enjoy the moments that make life worth living, because survival is more important than living in this economy. But at least I have the Friday afterwards off. And isn't that what it's all about? And I get to have the slave's shield. Really unfortunate timing that I get the slave's shield. I'm pretty sure that kick comes back. Like, there's an enemy in Sekiro who has that kind of, that spin kick. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's like, work doesn't have to suck, right? Like, work-life balance is a thing that exists. Have you seen the new Japanese Prime Minister where she said that work-life balance will no longer exist under her? Like, that's something to be proud of. People deserve to live their lives. Like, that should not be a controversial statement. People deserve to be able to live their lives. Full stop. Full stop. Like, every human being on this planet deserves to be able to live their life. I don't know. I don't think that that should be... I don't care. Like, who they are, what they've done. Every human being on this planet deserves to live their life. I don't care if, like, what quality they have that makes them less than another. They are allowed to live their life. And they should not be seen as less than or weaker for being upset that they don't have the opportunity to do so. That's like, that is a thing I see a lot, though, because I remember where I brought up to management, I'm like, hey, I'm working 8 days in a row. I'm a part-time worker. I don't get benefits. I would really rather not work 8 days in a row for you. And my manager was like, I worked 8 days in a row last week. And I'm like, Bud, false equivalence. False equivalence. What do you get? You get like you get 6-digit figures. And you get full benefits. You get healthcare, you get dental. You can't come at me with that, brother. You cannot come at me with that, brother. I make like a fourth what you do a year. If you were working 8 days a week, or 8 days every, like, you know, then talk to me, because God bless, yes, you need some time off. But you cannot expect me to be like, oh, wow, yeah, you do work that every now and then. Especially because the reason why he worked 8 days in a row is because he decided to take 4 days off the previous, like, the week before that. So he was compensating for taking the amount of time off. He took, like, an impromptu vacation and then came back and worked 8 days in a row. As like, look, you know, I'm not lazy. And it's like, no, I don't think you're lazy. I don't think you're lazy. And I'm very proud of you and your position. I think that you have worked hard to get to where you are. But it doesn't excuse the fact that you are abusing my part-time status. You can't convince me they woke up on the 8th day and went, yippee! I'm so excited I get to spend so much of my time here. No. I can absolutely guarantee you that they were enjoying their 4 days off playing with their grandchild. That, like, and on the 8th day, they were wishing they were spending time with their grandchild. I can guarantee you that that's what they were feeling. They are so proud of that little girl. And I'm like, don't you think I have people I'm proud of too? You know, don't you think that I want to be home on the 4th of July watching people I love shoot fireworks into the sky? I don't know. Maybe I do. You like, maybe that's something that is real about me. You don't know. Yeah, so here's the Claymore Knight Sword. Is the Knight Sword any good? Oh, it's got high damage. But the broadsword bleeds? Huh. The broadsword bleeds. Crescent axe. Crescent axe. Ooh. Faint smiles? Used by the fat ministers with their faint smiles, sure. Unbelievable power. And it's 16 strength. Unbelievable power, and it's 16 strength. That's awesome. Do you have new armor yet? Oh, and look who isn't here to see the freaking Dregling.
Hard times, eh?
Oh, you have no idea, sir. No, look who's here to not see their beautiful husband, the Dregling merchant. Cannot carry you, it would overburden you. Give me a second. Wow. Let us pause in life's pleasures and cry. Oh, hard times come again no more. It's a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. We should have more American folk music. Just in general. just in general. More American folk music, please. I'm trying to see what I can get rid of. I don't know if we're going to get to the point where we can actually carry that without going to the Herculean ring. Which I'm not excited about. Oh, we got it. Yay. Guys, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to travel back to the Nexus and actually put things away. Because, we're virgin on heavy. We're virgin on heavy. Shard of Archstone. Shard of Archstone. We can use it to fast travel. Homeward Bones are incredibly stinking rare in this game. But I think it was worthy to use one there. What is the Greatsword? Is it the Zwei in this one? Yeah, look at that thing. Crunchy audio. Crunchy audio. Let me fix that audio for you, kids. Let me fix that audio for you, beautiful, 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 lovely human beings. Something that I've noticed, because I do watch my own content. I watch... Are you good? What is up with the audio? No crunch, please. No crunch, please. No crunch, please. Less crunchy. Well, we should see if the dragon pushed us over to white world tendency. So I do watch my own content. Usually I give it a watch immediately after it's uploaded, and then I watch it again later just to see if there's stuff that I like and that I want to keep, right? Just filed away in case I do want to start like doing clip content and stuff like that so that I can reach a wider audience. But a lot of my Demon Souls stuff have actually been reaching double-digit view numbers. Whoa. But I'm wondering if that is affecting people's algorithm?
Hello, I'm keeping...
Because I've noticed that after watching my own content, I get a lot more like streamer content, especially stuff like Germa and Northern Lion, and a lot more VTuber content from VTubers I did not know existed. And I'm wondering if the YouTube algorithm is trying to shove me into somewhere. Like, okay, so this is what this person does, this is how they talk, this is what they do, and this is what people who watch them watch. I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch the VODs. I don't think you do. I think since you two watch, like... every single time I am on, it's not something that you
You have a...
did the flame shield? Did I drop the flame shield? Uh-oh, that means we lost it forever. I didn't mean to drop that. I didn't mean to drop that. My beat. I just tried to drop this. I tried to drop both slave shields, and I ended up dropping the flame shield. Yikes! My bad. My bad. You guys can flagellate me as much as you want. My bad. I don't know why I held on to that for so long. You have a heart of gold. Could get it better. It's fine, Flame Licker's already dead. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is that the shield is better for, you know, enemies who do flame damage. I guess it would be nice against the blue dragon. The blagon. The blue dragon. What is up with the frames and sound? Frames and sound. Didn't mean to drop that. Sorry, guys. If you wanted me to have it forever, it sucks to suck, but it's whatever. World Tendency. Almost full white? Is that almost full white? We'll probably get it when we kill Penetrator. Penetrator. Yeah, that's his name. Not a good enough reason to use the word penetration. We're the evil dogs. Nice. I was talking about something. Oh, yeah, algorithm and stuff like that. Because I don't know if the YouTube algorithm has an idea of where I should belong yet. You know what I mean? Nice, backwards hitbox on that. Oh, it's still live. I didn't want it to be alive. I want it to be something that I got souls and upgrade materials from. Because at the end of the day, the stream, like, I think one of the things that's most difficult about this is that the game is kind of secondary to the content. Like, it's important. It's really important because, you know, but it's not, the point of the game is not the gameplay. You're not here for the gameplay, and I say that constantly. But it's true. That's the idea behind the content, is that you're here for what I have to say, as scary as that is. But I don't know how that algorithms, right? Me don't know. But it is important. Is that gonna hurt me? I was really worried that flaming ball of death was gonna cause me damage. The Keelish actually has kind of an intense backwards hitbox that I did not realize it had. That's kind of really cool. It's just that big of a sword, huh? Keelish is just an insanely good weapon. These guys drop New Moon Grass, which I'm pretty sure is the biggest of its kind. Pretty sure New Moon Grass is the biggest grass. Don't. Ow. Okay. Yep. Okay. We're in a really bad situation. Okay. That was a little bit rough. That was a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. That could have been really dangerous if we did anything brash or stupid. Which we did not do. We managed to keep our cool in that moment. And survive! Oh, Red Knight. I forgot about the Red Knight. I forgot about the Red Knight. Let's try to pull him back. I think we pulled his aggro down here before, right? Yeah. It would be nice if we killed him before the Battle Axe Man showed up as well. No. Yes. He's not going to last much longer. There's I read about a spell you could get for killing the Maiden in Black called Soul Sucker. Which might be funny. I mean, we're not going to be able to use it. We have to free the witch, and I don't remember. I think she... Is the witch... No, she must be a World Tendency character. It might be good to do a bunch of the World Tendency events while we have the opportunity to, because we're like white World Tendency in most of the worlds. We did Scurver. We did Scurver, which is a white World Tendency event thing. But we did not... I don't know if there are other white World Tendency events in World 2. There might be other ones. I know that I'm inching towards a white World Tendency event here. Inching towards a white World Tendency event here, which would be nice. Well, we'll see. Can I enter the fog, please? May I enter the fog, please? Is he just going to walk right out? No, he's stuck. Let's try to kill him through the fog. Is this cheese? Yes. This is cheese. But we love cheese in this house. We're cheese aficionados. What's your guys' favorite type of cheese? What's your guys' favorite type of cheese? Do you guys like sharp cheese? What's another cheese term? I don't know. I don't know what another type of cheese term is. Pepper jack, that's a good type of cheese. That's a spicy type of cheese. I cannot do spicy. I would love to do spicy so bad. I want to be able to do spicy. I love spicy foods. When I say I cannot do spicy, it's not because I hate it. It's because my body cannot physically handle it. It's so sad. It would be so amazing if I could do it. Uh-oh. Here comes the jaunty fat man. Oh, we got 2 pepper jacks in the audience today. It's not my favorite. I like Colby Jack and Monterey Cheddar, and I'm a big fan of a sharp cheese. Brie. Has anybody had any brie recently? Iron Ring of Keys. That's a good find. We love key rings in this house. Clef Key. Fairy type Pokemon. Stop shooting me! Ooh! Oh! The damage numbers are low in this game, I feel. I had a really good brie cranberry bread once. That sounds really good. Bread is one of the most important things on the planet. Bread is awesome. Like, grains in general are really important, but bread is like one of the most important things on the planet. Everybody loves bread. Staple food. I'm gonna say something. I like rice better than most grains. I know a lot of, like... It's kind of like an East versus West thing. Where people are like, oh, staple grains. Oats. Barley. Wheat. And in a lot of East, it's rice. But I really love a good rice. A really good sticky rice. A really good sticky rice with a sauce. A sauce is really good. I'm a big fan of rice. That's where we were. It's interesting to see how interconnected the level design is, even here in Demon's Souls. And I'm really kind of sad that later FromSoft games lose that kind of level design. Where it's less about shortcuts and interconnectedness and more about, like, fast travel and stuff like that. I don't think that Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2 should have had fast travel off the gate. I think Dark Souls 2 has a really impressive interconnected world. But it's got like 4 distinct paths that don't necessarily line up with each other. At least it's better than Dark Souls 3 to me, where Dark Souls 3 is very linear until you get to a certain point. Even in the level designs, the shortcuts aren't very good, and there are certain paths you take that if you take those paths, you have to warp to get back to a different area. I dislike that. I dislike that a lot. I really love the interconnected level design of Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 1, though Demon's Souls does have the Archstones, where you can't get to the Valley of Defilement from Boletaria. So Dark Souls 1 has best level design, don't at me. And yes, I know Lost Izalith exists. I know. I'm talking about the first half of the game. Whenever people talk about Dark Souls 1, they're talking about the first half of the game. They're not talking about this latter half. Ornstein and Smo are the final boss, okay? Did you know that? Ornstein and Smo are the real final boss of the game. No one else exists. Yeah. Oh. I really like Lordran, I guess I should say. Lordran has the best level design in the series. Though Yharnam is pretty ding-dang good, too. Boletaria is really good. I'm trying to think of Dark Souls 3 level design that scratches an itch. I tolerate most of it. Does that mean? I don't want to say Dark Souls 3 is bad. It's not. It's a great game. Very good game. Probably the best Souls game, like, mechanically. In its own series. Because I think Elden Ring is better. I don't know. I feel like I could get crucified by the Souls community for my objectively incorrect choices. But it is something to think about. And I guess you don't need to hierarchy them or rank them in any meaningful way. Because at the end of the day, it's just which pixels make you happy. But it's fun to rank things. And it's fun to give them arbitrary control and dominance over the others. It's fun to do that. And it also makes, like, it makes Souls games players want to wet their pants and rage. And that's pretty funny, too. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are big. I know that Intafun was talking about playing Dark Souls Remastered earlier. But if you've never played it, I recommend... highly recommend the Ding Dang video game. It's a great video game. I don't care how difficult it is. You will adapt. It's okay. Just don't get too upset. The game will kill you over and over and over again. You just gotta adapt. It's alright. It's alright. You can get better. What is happening? What is making that sound? Oh, it's just a bunch of birds. Like, realistically, I knew that, but why are they, like... Why are they doing that? That looks hellish. That looks hellish. Do we need to drop down? Ooh, I'm really uncomfortable with the idea of dropping down, because that means we can't come back up. Hence the drop down. Hence the drop. Oh! I didn't realize that was a clamber point. Well, decision was made for us. No more halberd men. Stinky halberd men. Dead halberd men. That's what the bird sounds like. I came for the booty. Oh, that's a Strava.
Thank you for rescuing me. What on earth are you doing? Please, you must...
The problem is that he's gonna keep going, and he could very much realistically die because he's not gonna let those guys. He's just gonna keep running. He's gonna keep running. So let's go see if we can go save him before he does something stupid. Oh, he's just hiding over here.
You saved my life.
Again.
This is the third time I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept it. Now, I must go. My father the king awaits me just over there.
Yep, my father the king. We now know who he is. Pure Clearstone, by the by. Pure Clearstone is pretty important because it levels up a Clearstone weapon to the top. And, I mean, we've been trying to do a quality build, but have we actually leveled a weapon with a quality scaling? No. No. Ow! I tried to lock on, I swear, and instead I just got hit over the back for an obscene amount of damage, actually. Like, an absurd amount of damage. Yeah, we gotta clear these guy out, because if we do not clear these guy out, then Ostrava's gonna run in here and die. Because there's just too many enemies. I'm pretty sure he comes this way. Maybe he just stands over there. Maybe I'm, like, under or overestimating his stupidity. Maybe I'm doing something dumb myself by running in here, trying to clear it out. Legendary Soldier Soul. I love this guy's jaunty little walk. He's so good. He's so good. Whoo! Hello! Whoo! Dangerous. It's dangerous, dangerous. I should know. And she dances like she's never danced before. I'm scared. I'm scared. I need these guys to separate. I need these guys to separate. I need to take them on one at a time. It is very dangerous to take on all three. God, these guys got aggro. I'm kind of I want to see how long they chase. I want to see how long they chase. This is fascinating. I think I'm a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think I'm a self-fulfilling prophecy. One of them got aggro to a Strava, so I went to go help him. And they all, I was like, I gotta, okay. And Ostrava was unbothered. He literally could not care less. He literally could not care less that this Red Eye Knight was chasing him. So I went to go get his aggro back, but he ran down a narrow hallway, and then I got cornered. Yikes. Yeah, I really don't see how you're supposed to fight three, like if they were three normal Red Eye Knights, but because it's three Red Eye Spear Knights. Oh, the key doesn't work there? What does the Ring of Keys do for you then? If the keys don't work there, what do the Ring of Keys do for you? Michael Zaki, what do the keys do for you? Okay. Dead. And at least my souls were really close to, like, the beginning of the level. I don't mean to do the kick attack, I swear. It's super frickin' easy to do. Yep, clear stone. Oh, hey, he's just... Yep, he's just vibing here now, I guess. Yeah, we didn't lose that many souls. No, 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 no. Strava, seriously, dude. Brother. Are you gonna have to fight and kill? Are you gonna be okay, dude? Okay. I don't want Ostrava to die randomly while I'm out here. I guess we gotta go quick. Because I don't know how far out he goes and how many random enemies he aggroes. He'd rather not do either of those things, but whatever. Ow. These guys do actually kind of a lot of damage. These guys actually hurt. They do good damage. Winged spear. Oh! Oh, that was so much damage and for no reason. That was so much damage and for no reason. Okay, those crossbow guys are getting on my nerves. Not even close? Yeah, not even close. Not even close. We were fine the entire time. Okay. Perfect. Easy game, easy life. So finally managed to finish Wisp Prime just in time for this resurgence to be almost over. But one of the things about that is that I managed to get a current prime finish, one that's not part of the resurgence. Lavos. What a guy Lavos is. I have his Cedo. I have his him. Good lord, why does he do everything? Why does he have access to everything? Why does he do all this stuff? I don't understand the balancing choices or lack thereof behind Lavos. Because, like, realistically, they do care about balance every now and then. Okay, corral these guys. I think these guys have unlimited grass. So if I'm gonna kill one, it needs to die. Yeah, they do so much stamina damage. Yep, see, they have unlimited grass, but he's getting closer to dying every time. No, he just double-fisted grass. And I don't really have a lot of opportunity to heal. It's a slow death due to attrition. Oh, one of them stuck. Okay. One of them down. Two of them down. Oh, and the other one's still stuck. Good. Good, 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 good. You have to play a very interesting game to kill those guys. So, like, Lavos has good stats all around the board. He's slightly faster than most frames. He has more health and shields than most frames. He has more armor than most frames at a healthy, like, 650. You can get him to some really high just base stats. He does not have any energy, however. Oh, but that's not a problem because all of his abilities are on a cooldown. You can completely ignore energy management. And his things are not on a long cooldown, right? It's not like his 2 takes 30 seconds to come back. No, it's on like a 5-second cooldown. He has access to every status in the game and can choose between them freely. And if you have his augment, he can then put that status on any one of his weapons as an extra 200% damage bonus. With a 100% status chance. Huh? Huh? Why? Like, he has everything. He's got movement, he's got armor, he's got health, he's got one of the most effective damage types in the game, which is status, and he has access to every single version of the damage type, and he can put that on any of his weapons for free, practically, because you're just going to be using his abilities. He's just, I don't understand him. I don't understand him from a balance standpoint, or why he's good at everything. I don't want them to change them or nerf him, because I've been having so much fun with him, but I'm fascinated by him. I'm fascinated by him from, like, an ecosystem. Like a Warframe ecosystem point. You know, look at him. There he is. Penetrator. What a good, like, just emotional through line. You know what I mean? So you have a fat official that, who is, like, the entire time is that taunting you. He's probably gonna kill us right out. Yep. We need a fast roll for this guy. So you have a fat official the entire time who is just taunting you, chasing you. Like, you're trying to chase him down. He's making your life harder at every turn. And then you get to him, right? And you don't even get the satisfaction of killing him. Nope. You don't even get the satisfaction of killing him. That goes to Penetrator, who gets a very good... Don't do this. He gets a very good character introduction by just straight up murdering the fat official. It's a good cutscene. Okay, let's just run past all the enemies and hope for the best. Does that sound fun? I did not even get close to killing Penetrator there. No! He like teleported to hit me there. They really don't want you to just run past this group of enemies, but if Penetrator's gonna kill me that much, I need to be able to... No, 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 no! No! Stop! 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 I need to be able to run past these guys if I want to be able to, like, actually fight Penetrator more than once every 4 minutes. We're gonna have to be more careful about that running attack. Okay, let's go. Because those guys have way too much aggro. That better not be Ostrava dying, right? Like, Ostrava better not be dying out there because I just ran past the enemies. Oh, run, roll to the side. He's got a good moveset. That's a cool move, but... He has the same theme as Tower Knight, and that's because they're, like, connected story-wise. Come on. Oh, man! We earned Penetrator's trophy! Okay, let me touch this Archstone to make sure that Ostrava doesn't die. I hope that Ostrava did not die. Let's go check on Ostrava when we come back, okay? I hope Ostrava did not die. If Ostrava died, get penetrated, idiot! Not a good enough reason to use the word penetration, I think. Should we bum rush Faith for the cleaver? Would that be a bad idea? Yeah, it would be.
Art thou done? Mean that?
Oh man, I hope Ostrava didn't die. Whoo-wee! Let's just eat a bunch of our souls to get to the point where we can use the cleaver. Does the cleaver level up? Is there any way to level up the cleaver? Do you need colorless demon souls? I don't even know where you get one without killing a primal demon. Yeah, it sucks that you have to do this. You have to sit through and go through every single one at a time. One at a time. It's colorless souls. Oh, where do you get those? Because that's something we might, like, dupe. That's a duplicate. That's something we'll duplicate. I love the crop top leather pants action we got going here. Like, Laura Croft now.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Yay, we can do miracles now.
Drawn from its vessel. Out thou mean that.
Hello again.
Ooh, we got the officials cap. Put that away. Actually...
You have a...
You have a heart of gold. Let them take it from you. The easiest color soul is obtained from trading a Talisman of God to the Crow. Okay, let's go do that. That shows off trading as well. That's smart. That shows off trading as well. There we go. We got our cool hat. Let's go. Well, let's go check on Ostrava as well. I don't want Ostrava to be dead. That would be bad. That would be bad if Ostrava was dead. That would be less than ideal. Because then we wouldn't get to see old King Doran. Let's see if this weapon is any good. Officials hat, let's go! Yep, we're gonna wear the hat. Oh, okay. It does that much damage without upgrades, huh? Okay. It does that much damage without upgrades, huh? It just hits that hard, huh? I don't think I've even ever showed what's happening on this shield. I've never even showed what's happening on this shield. I should show this shield. Dang, I got distracted by YouTube. What YouTube? What YouTube distracted you? Heck! Hey, did Ostrava move on or is he dead? Did Ostrava move on or is he dead? I'm gonna assume he moved on and we'll see him later. I'm gonna assume he moved on and we'll see him later. I'm gonna assume that he did not die while I was fighting Penetrator. And that he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Well, if you're upset about the hour and 30 minutes that you missed, Cobalt, you can always watch the VODs on YouTube. Shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug. How are you today? How are you doing? It's lovely to have you in the audience once again. Let's go! I was watching a thing about a game you play. What game? What game? I'm interested. You missed us talking about Lavos, Lavos Prime, because I had recently acquired him, and I was wondering why he is the way he is. Return to the Nexus, please. Return to the Nexus, please. Return to the Nexus, please. Somebody waits for you. Kiss me. Oh, what's your thing about a Biotic Factor? I can't say anything about Lavos. Never played him. He's busted. He's busted. That's all you need to know about Lavos. He's busted as heck. For no reason whatsoever. He's just busted as heck. Ow! Hard to hit enemy. Alright, this is our new look. This is our new look. I think the fashionable crop top and top hat do a lot of work for our character. This... here's a wee... Hey! 7-day streak! Everybody, put your streak numbers in the chat. Put your streak numbers in the chat. Look at the bird and the adjudicator. Look at the little meat cleaver he's got in his hands. Oh, you can't really see anything because of the smoke. My bad. Like, look at that lovely little icon. That's good stuff, Bront. I'm at a solid 29 days. God bless, Enthafin. Thank you for your continued patronage. Thank you so much. This door is open now because we're at, yeah, it looks like a simple, little simple, like, and you can see the dead down there that's going to be judged. I really like this. There's an icon shield in Elden Ring that is, I'm pretty sure, a reference to this one. Red Phantoms. Red Phantoms. They drop growers. Red Phantom enemies typically spawned on Black World Tendency and are harder to kill, which is another reason why Black World Tendency sucks. Because it makes it even harder. Bunch of dead guys. What do these guys even look like? Do they have, like, recognizable faces? Let me see. Yeah, they do kind of look recognizably human, don't they? That's interesting. That is fascinating. More red phantoms. The, it has, hyper armor. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because it's a huge weapon, but it's interesting to actually use a weapon with hyper armor. So what you missed, Cobalt, is we actually managed to kill the red dragon in this world, World 1, and then we just murdered Penetrator. So now we have a pure white world tendency in Boletaria, which is why we can go into this... Ow! Don't laugh at me.
I have you now, wretched traitor to the king. I, Meralda, shall show you no mercy. Foolish traitor to the king.
Huh. She was not normal. She was not normal. I think these are female only. Are these female only? Yep. Now we can look like Executioner Meralda, though. Look at that. Now we look like a... What is that called? Dead by Daylight. Can we... How much do her gloves go? Oh my gosh, she's wearing like a cute little short sleeves. If you don't have her... Oh, you can fast roll with that. Okay, yeah, that's the look. We'll wear her dress. We'll wear her cute dress. We're going out on the town in our flip-flops and our dress. Ring of Poison Resistance. I feel like we have 9 copies of that. Let's go down the ladder first. If we fall down, I would rather not be dead. I'd rather not do that. Yep, yep. It's our loadout. It's our loadout with our huge sword and shield. It's we're very adjudicator flavored right now. We're very adjudicator flavor right now. Why do we have so many duplicate rings? Why do we have so many duplicate rings? Can you use Yes. Yes, it is. I've never played a Metal Gear game. I have never played a Metal Gear game, and I probably should. Metal Gear might be a good, like, first-time playthrough on this. I feel like people would like to watch a first playthrough of Metal Gear on this. I want to see... Ooh. Ooh. It would overburden me. Ah, I see. That's why it would overburden me. It's the full brushwood set. That's why it would overburden me. It is the full brushwood set. I feel like that's a... Is that a death pit? 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 Will I die if I fall down there? Guys, should I try it? Should I try it? Is that a death pit? It doesn't look like there's a way to go there, does it? Why are you human? Why are you human? Because I am flirting with destiny? I don't know. Why do you have problems with it? Fine, I'll go throw myself off the Nexus. We'll have to go up the very long ladder, and now it's your fault. Because I should not flirt with destiny like this. Especially if I don't know if something is a death pit or not. Like, that's just prudent, right? Maybe we could fall into that and grab that. Wouldn't that be a good idea? I have a friend who's a big fan. That was secretly my plan all along. Yeah, you are calculating enough for that. I have a friend who's really into the Metal Gear games. But unfortunately, they have, like, a normal person schedule, and they never get to watch my stupid streams. I think that's, like, my streams, my content is good for late nights, I think. The way that I ramble and talk about things is good for late night. But late night means that all the people that I enjoy and love do not get to watch my content. Thus is the conundrum, because I'm not primetime streamer. I'm never going to compete with people like Iron Mouse or something like that in a primetime slot. And I shouldn't try. But primetime slot is the only time my friends get to watch. Sad. At least they watch the VODs. That's all I can ask from them. Why are you human? I'm fat rolling around at the speed of sound. We're gonna have to go put... I think the brushwood set is male only. Oh, it's unisex? If you want to play a Metal Gear game, Rising might be a good start. I know Rising. Come on. Senator Armstrong. All clothing is unisex if you're not a coward. Completely true. But in this game, female only exists.
Hello again. I'm keeping...
We're gonna have to put the brushwood set away.
You have a...
You have a heart of gold.
Hello, I'm keeping...
I keep getting ads, actually, on Instagram and stuff like that, that I think is kind of fascinating. Where it's like that, I don't know how to describe the fashion, but it's like long woolen sweater dresses. And the stuff that goes underneath it. I don't know how to describe it. It seems a very, like, Japan's softcore coded. You know what I mean? But I don't know why they're... I mean, I know that advertisements are based off of what you and also people that share your location look up. So it's probably someone who shares the house with me that is influencing how my clothing suggestions are coming up. But why so much like regional fashion? I don't even know how to describe it. Like, how do you describe that that type of dress? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a big fan of like fashion and fashion design and how to create a functional and attractive looking outfit. Does that mean I do it for myself in real life? No. No, I'm a jeans and a t-shirt kind of guy. Slap that on, go to work, don't even worry about it. Jeans and a t-shirt. You know what you need to wear? Jeans and a t-shirt. Could be partly B's fault too. That's true. I was talking earlier about how... I wanted that lizard real bad. I think my algorithm is getting affected by my own content. Because I watch my content, right? Just to go through it again and to, like, maybe take note of places that I liked and would maybe want to turn into, like, a compilation or a clip later on if I actually had the follow-through to do so. But, that means I feel like it's affecting my YouTube algorithm, where I'm getting a bunch of other streamers, like Northern Lion and Jerma, or other VTubers that I have never heard of before. And I'm like, oh, so they've got me in the algorithm, I guess? But I've been looking at my analytics, and there are, like, my recent Demon Souls stuff has been getting more views than normal. It's been sitting around 12, 13, up to 20 views on my VODs, which is not normal for me. I think Peggle was one of the best at 18-ish views. Dang it. I think Peggle was one of the best at like 18-ish views. And even then, I'm trying to think of one that was better than... I think one of my first Halo VODs got 20-something views. But most people don't stick around for longer than 10 minutes, right? The average watch time is around 10 minutes. But even then, I think it's because people either stay for a couple seconds or the whole 2 hours. You know what I mean? So the average watch time is sitting right there in the center. I don't know. Analytics is boring and stuff. But I am interested. I will get that lizard someday. But I'm interested in the stuff, right? I want to know who's watching and why and for how long. And if they have kind of pigeonholed me into an algorithm, whether or not that's making people, like, actually stay and stuff like that. I have gotten new subscribers on my YouTube channel. In one... in one of the VODs for Majora's Mask, okay, I gotta kill these guys. Interesting shove. In one of the VODs for Majora's Mask, I had someone who responded, like, put a comment on the video that was like, "You are so funny, please never give up." And I was like, I don't plan on it. But that was a new subscriber, so maybe they watch. They don't come to the streams, though. They could come to the streams. I'll welcome them in. They could watch on the streams. Okay. What do we got here? Let's try not to die the way we did last time. Okay. I just want to know where they fit me in. Where am I getting pigeonholed? Like, is it streamer VTuber and that's they're like, yep, that's it. Fit in there. Because the amount of... Hey! We were looking for one of those. Perfect. We can show off the duplication glitch now. We were totally looking for one of those. Inthafen, Gungan victory music. What tags have they given me? Poggers! New soul! Exactly, and it's what upgrades our sword and our shield. Which is why we're going to duplication glitch it. Woo! So it is a death pit. Good to know. It's a death pit. It is a death pit. That's good to know. Alright. So let's go to the Nexus and get our new stuff. Alright. What was it? An Augite of Guidance? What was... No. Talisman of the Gods. Talisman of the Gods. Let's go to... Just drive into the river, Bob. Poggers! Have you seen that clip of the Chuck E. Cheese puppet playing Fall Guys? And it was silent for like over an hour, and then it just like goes, Poggers! And then doesn't make another sound. Have you seen that clip? Compile the shaders, please. Thank you. I like that clip a lot. No! What was that? Why did it do that? Yes, and I think it's funny. I love that clip. Good. I'm so glad people love Poggers. Poggers! He's so good. I hope that guy didn't get fired. I hope the rat didn't kill him. Oh, more funny than Crunchy. Oh, we're good. We're so good. We're so good. We're so good. You know, sometimes the game just has to be birthed. And it has to go through the experience of labor before we can play it again. It's okay. It's all fine. We're good. It's all good. Everything's good. Oh, man. Why does it do that? I should have just swung. Oh, man. I hope that's not the worst thing in the world for you. If you guys have headphones on, I hope that's not the worst thing in the world to listen to. Because, God bless, that would suck. If it was just like, my ears! Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Be normal. Be normal. I have people watching. If you mess this up for me. Okay, if you mess this up for me. If you mess this up for me. You know what I'm saying? If you mess this up for me. Okay. It's bad, but I've had worse. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. And if I did, I would fix it. If I knew why it was breaking down at the fundamental level, I would go in there and mess with its atoms myself. And you have my promise, right? You have my promise that that is true. But I don't know what's happening, so you just have to take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? Soul remains. The soul remains. The soul still burns. Where is the crow? He got crunked. Don't fall off, please. Oh, it's not a death fall. That's good. I was worried it was a death fall, but I should not have been as worried as I was. I should not have been as worried as I was. Why broken? Be normal. Be normal. Be normal. I will you be normal. Yep. Don't want to deal with that. Okay. Oh, yeah, the crow's over here. Ew, ew. That's what the crow sounds like. Okay. Big scary manta ray won't come touch me. No touch. No touch, not allowed. Big scary manta ray, not touched allowed. Can we drop down over here? No, it doesn't seem so. Just exploring. I'm pretty sure the white bow is somewhere over here, and I just did not get it.
You... Give me.
Give me. Don't worry, I give. Ooh. We should drop down there after this.
You give...
Okay, so... I'm pretty sure... we don't have a talisman. That's what I'm pretty sure about. We don't have a talisman. I didn't take it out of my... My bad. We're gonna have to go get a talisman, guys. I can't believe I did that to myself. I, should have went and grabbed that talisman that was there. My bad. My bad. Mer, 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 mer. Okay, those who have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender What was Azula's little sound effect? I know that she had like a musical sting every single time she was on screen. What was her musical sound effect? Because I'm pretty sure the one that I just did was like the generic Fire Nation theme. Maybe associated with Zuko in Season 1. What was her sound effect? I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, my fingers. Alright. You know, the thing is we don't even need to get it. We already have a colorless demon soul. Okay. I don't remember how to do it. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I can forge weapons for you.
Okay.
Interest, I can tell.
Inthafen, make sure that I have this correct. Make sure that I have this correct. So, you go up, you go to the screen, you go to a buy item. You do this. You press Nexial Binding, right? You press the square for Nexial Binding. You walk away. But do you talk to...
What was that about, running?
Deposit item. Colorless Demon Soul.
You have a heart.
No, that didn't work.
Hello again. I'm keeping...
How do you do this, Inthafen? I gotta remember. Okay. No. You gotta get that screen up while you're... Press Nexial Binding after walk away from the merchants. Press start to leave. Oh, okay. So go over here. Buy item. Crescent Moongrass. Walk away.
Hurry. Where are you off to? Have you any manners?
Press start. Do that. Talk to Thomas.
Hello again. I'm keeping it.
Deposit. Colorless Demon Soul.
You have a heart of gold.
Interrupt.
Take it from...
The Nexial Binding.
Hello again. I'm keeping...
Witness 1024 colorless demon souls. How about that? How's that for a duplication glitch, huh? Thank you, Inthafen, for giving me the correct order of how to do that. But look at that. And you can do that with any item in the game that can be stacked and deposited. So, firebombs, kunai, throwing daggers, sticky white stuff, turpentine, soul remains, stone of ephemeral eyes, human unlimited amount of times, old spice, grass. We're rich! Yeah. You can do that with any of these stones, so you can upgrade any item, which we might do sometime, maybe. Thank you for the bits, Cobalt. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. We are indeed rich. Look at that. I didn't even realize we had this many chunks of stuff. You can't do it with weapons, unfortunately. So it's really just like consumables. But the consumables are the ones that you want unlimited amounts of anyways. So...
Hello again. I'm keeping...
How many
You have a...
souls does the colorless demon soul give? $5,000? Okay.
Alex, you're lucky.
You're lucky. Can he not affect colorless demon souls? Can only the other guy upgrade boss weapons? That makes sense, because he's the one with the red, the Flame Lurker's soul. Alright, let's go talk to him with our new... But, so, you have 1,024 while they're in Stockpile Thomas's, backpack. But, once you... Now you only have 99. Only 99. And you can just duplicate them again. But I think that is an interesting quirk. Integer overflows into 1,024, but if you pull any out, it then goes back to quote-unquote normal. Where you have 99 of whatever the item it is you duplicated. But that's better with, like, chunks and stones and stuff like that, because it stays at 1,000 something even through multiple upgrades. Another game for the list of playing on stream if you haven't already. Pseudo Regalia. It's small and $6. Ooh, Pseudo Regalia. Let me look that up real quick. I'm gonna pull that up. Pseudo Regalia. Pseudo Regalia. Video game. Grow strong and unlock new abilities to build up a deep movement system. It's a platform game! It's a platform game made by the indie developer Ritzler. Uh-oh. You guys want to watch me play a platformer? You don't know what you're asking, friend. You don't know what you're asking, friend. But I will definitely put that on the list. I love cozy-looking indie games. And also, it was said that its style was based off the 5th generation of gaming, so late 90s. So it's trying to capture, like, Nintendo 64 style graphics? Is that what am I reading into that? Or is it more PlayStation 2? Is it more PlayStation 2? Huh. Whoops! I didn't mean to fall to my death like that. That's embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was anybody watching that? Was anybody watching that? Am I interpreting the era incorrectly? I'm usually really bad at platformers, but I know that they're very good video game. They're a very good video game, and a lot of people have a lot of love for platformers. So it would make sense for me to attempt them, at least. But I'm just bad at knowing where I am in a space. You know what I mean?
If it be a black.
If it be a blacksmith. Okay, yep. Let's get that adjudicator. Mid N64 PS1 type. There's an option to have the player character in a lower frame rate to keep within the style of it, but she defaults to regular 60 frames. Interesting. I find that interesting. Why does she... I guess she defaults to 60 frames normally because... Wait, what? The cleaver can't be upgraded? Is that... Okay. The cleaver can't be upgraded. But the adjudicator shield can. Now the point of upgrading the adjudicator shield is not to make it deal more damage, because who cares about damage on your shield? What it does is it now heals you faster. It heals you faster. Yep, I guess the souls are for the shield. That's okay though. Unlimited colorless demon souls is really funny. You know, a weapon would be nice, actually, which we're not going to be able to use efficiently. The Istarel. It's one of my favorite weapons in any Souls game, and it only appears in this one. The Istarel. It's a legendary oak spear. A legendary oak spear for cool boys and girls. Yeah, why does it have SSA? SSA. Why does it have that? That's like insane scaling. Guess because it doesn't level up. It's kind of like blind but better, I guess, right? What do we need to do? We need to kill the Storm King. We need to kill the Storm Man. Shrine of Storms, man. And then once we kill the Storm guy, we're probably gonna have to call it. Because it's almost 2 in the morning. It's almost 2 in the morning. It's almost 2 in the morning. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're just probably gonna have to call it that. Please work. Is it right to the boss? Is it right to the boss? It is! Never mind! Let's do some Valley of Defilement if we kill this guy quickly. But watch this cutscene. B, move out of the way. B, move out of the way. Yeah, it got really big off of feeding off of Steve Irwin's souls. But now we're gonna revenge him. We're gonna revenge Steve Irwin. I'm glad that his children are still keeping up the why do you put the meat cleaver on your back like that? What the heck? the gauntlet. There's so many bullets. Oh. Ow! 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 There's so much stuff happening here. I'm so glad that Steve Irwin's children are keeping up with the taking care of animals business. Holy bejesus. There's so many of these guys. Yeah, put Bad Apple on. Put Bad Apple on. How does that go? Is that Bad Apple? They put lizards in here? They put lizards in here? Lizards are wonderful animals. That's Tetris, B. Tetris? That's the same game. They both start with a T. Here's our cool sword. Our cool S-word. Storm Ruler! Okay. And here's the gimmick. Here's the gimmick of the fight. Ow, 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 ow. I don't want the bullet. Help us. Storm Ruler claims a kill. Storm Ruler claims a kill. Oh, yeah, just get crunchy real quick. Did they play the cutscene again? I want them to play the cutscene again. This guy's so majestic. They do. You can watch this cutscene an unlimited amount of times if you so choose. Okay, we're back. What game has, like... Is it Kingdom Hearts that has unskippable cutscenes? Nice. We got a couple of them. Does Kingdom Hearts have unskippable cutscenes? Is it most Final Fantasy games? Am I just mistaking most Final Fantasy games? Let's go see if we can kill the lizards with the cool storm weapon. We're gonna kill the lizards with the cool storm weapon. No, stop. Aw, the lizards got away. Okay, so the Storm Ruler has a much closer ranged attack than I thought it did. What was that? That was so much damage. Oh, it's him. A lot of games have unskippable cutscenes, but which ones are famous for it? You know what I'm asking. Which ones are famous for it? This game is not one. This game does not have unskippable cutscenes. You can skip if you want. I feel like that's something that the Souls games do not get enough credit for. They could make you have to watch the cutscene every time. I think they rarely even play the cutscene multiple times unless it's a big phase change animation, like for Ludwig the Holy Blade. Ooh, a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yep, this is the gimmick. Have to walk the doggies. Oh, in this weather? Good luck. Good luck. God bless. You're so much braver than I. I'm going to go into the safety of the house and actually equip grass. I'm going to go into the safety of the house and actually equip grass. Because I have no grass equipped. Okay. 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 No. Did you guys grow up playing a lot of, like, Final Fantasy or anything like that? Can I pick up item as overburden? Yeah. When I was a youngin', one of my mom's favorite games used to be, actually still is, I think, was Final Fantasy Tactics, which is very different from the other Final Fantasy games. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Tactics Ogre series, but Final Fantasy Tactics might be a good one to play on here as well. As well. Dang. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. What does this sword even do? No scaling, no stats. Weighs 6. Its durability is 10. Hey, Inthafen, this sword sucks. This sword sucks. That's so many little guys. No, it's the best? No, it's the best at being the worst. It's the best at being bad. My first Final Fantasy was Crystal Chronicles. My neighbors would come over and play a lot with me with the GBA Link thing, and we would take turns carrying the chalice, which we called the bucket. That sounds like such a good memory. That sounds like a good memory. Are you fond of that memory? I'm fond of that memory. I like listening to that memory. I didn't know they had Final Fantasy on the GBA, but now thinking about it, that makes sense, right? Should I play, Fire Emblem maybe sometime? Would Fire Emblem be a good game for me to try? No. Dang it, I wanted to hit more than one. I think if it sliced the entire sky, it would be better. It was cold, I can imagine. It wasn't on the GBA, it was on the GameCube, and you used the Game Boy Advance. Oh! I remember that feature. You could do stuff with, like, Pokemon by connecting to a GameCube. I remember that feature. I never owned a GameCube. I'm really sad I didn't. I feel like there's a lot of games I missed out on by not owning a GameCube. This is actually a really good soul farm if you're fine with dying over here again and again. Because these guys drop a lot of souls. Nope. I feel like I missed out on a lot of really good games on the GameCube because I never had one. Like, Wind Waker, actually. Yeah, like, look at that freaking regen. We regen so much health. It's okay if you missed out. There's Dolphin. Yep. And oh boy, do I love Dolphin, actually. Wind Waker might be a really good game to play on this one. Like, Wind Waker might be a really good game to play on this. I don't know, which Zelda should I do next? Which Zelda would you guys want to see? Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, I know Twilight Princess. I've only ever played Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball? I knew you were cool. Dab me up, bro. Dab me up, bro. Ow! Because my friend had one in elementary school and we played before school. That also sounds like a precious memory. You did Majora's Mask but not Ocarina of Time? Yeah. Majora's Mask is my favorite. It's my favorite Zelda game, so I did it first. My Final Fantasy was the first couple hours of the first game. I played the beginning of that game over and over because I didn't know how to continue past a certain point. That was me with Final Fantasy Tactics. There was this boss who would turn into like this big gross demon guy, and I didn't know how to beat him because once you got there, the game saved you into that point. Like, the game would save you into that boss fight. And if you entered that fight under leveled, you were gonna get rocked. And I would get soft lock into that fight. I'll give you what money I have here to do Ocarina of Time next. You do not have to bribe me. You and Zareth both are guilty of that. You guys bribe me to play games you want to see. I do like the idea of Ocarina of Time. I do like the idea of Ocarina of Time. I do like the idea of Ocarina of Time. It was really interesting. You guys are both guilty of that, trying to give me money to make me do things. I do think it was really interesting because I think Majora's Mask was one of my best games for discoverability. A lot of people came in to watch the Majora's Mask stream. And some of you stayed, even. Some of you stayed. I thought that was really interesting. Majora's Mask seems to have like a really tight-knit community around it. That was the one that got my most amount of discoverability. Bribery is okay as long as it's not illegal. The problem is that you guys are bribing me to do different things. You're asking for Ocarina of Time, and Seraph is asking for Twilight Princess. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Come on, you need one more hit. Die, you big dumb animal. Okay, I got a little heated there. I just really wanted to defend Steve Irwin's memory. And I feel like now, looking back on it, that moment of passion and killing that beautiful animal would have been the exact opposite of what Steve Irwin would have wanted me to do in that moment. Let this all be a reflection on regret and memory and doing things for other people without them being able to tell you whether or not that is something that they want. Is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, which is uncommon in the series. I know! I think that's really interesting. Isn't Spirit Tracks kind of like that for, No, which one is a direct sequel to Wind Waker? Is it Spirit Tracks? And also the first time it did happen. Yes, yeah. I wish Twilight Princess got a direct sequel because I really love the art style of Twilight Princess. I really love the art style of Twilight Princess, and... Oh, so Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. I was wondering if there was one in between. Thank you. Oh, I forgot they do this. Sag. I forgot they do this. They get rid of the really nice music and replace it with, like, annoying, discordant... What is it? Organ. Yeah, I miss the old Nexus music already. Me too. Me too. Alright, time to put the Storm Ruler in the box and never pick it up again. Because, God bless. God please!
We are in debt.
Yeah, you're indebted to me. Wait, no, let me deposit more things.
Thank good. I was worried.
Why am I so heavy? Why am I so heavy? I guess I should put the Gloom set away if I'm not going to wear it anymore. This is the outfit for now.
We are in debt.
I just really like the sandals dress combo. I really like the sandals short sleeve dress combo. I think it's nice. I think it's really funny. Pseudo Regalia might be fun for a short stream series, like it's 600 mega. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that maybe we should do like a short little, like, this is gonna take 1 or 2 streams. Instead of...
You over there. You seem to have your head about you. Come here.
proposal for you. Do not be afraid. You have much to gain.
Probably shouldn't trust anyone.
I am Satsuki. I seek a keepsake of my father. Have you seen the sword inscribed? Makoto. I will offer you demon souls if you can help me find it.
Makoto translates to truth in Japanese. That is the translation of the word Makoto. It is often used as a male name, but it can be used as a feminine name as well, as evidenced by the character Makoto in Street Fighter. Though it is kind of a direct reference to the fact that she's a tomboy, it is usually used as a masculine name, but it can be used either way. Satsuki is one of the characters who does not fare well in the remake. They give him a Fu Manchu style mustache, which feels... Yeah, he does look like Sephiroth, doesn't he? And he wants a big katana. Someone really liked Final Fantasy VII. Satsuki did not fare well into the remake because they give him kind of like a Far East Asia stereotype look, but it's like a Chinese Far East Asia stereotype look, and he's a Japanese man. I don't know why they did that. I really don't know why they did that. Because if it's a joke, it's not good. And if it's ignorance, it's really bad. I don't think it's worse. I think if it was like an intentional joke, then yeah, that's worse. But if it's ignorance, I don't know how you could miss that. I don't know how you could miss that. You know what I mean? Oh, B, lighten up. They just made him look like a racist Asian stereotype. No. I don't know how you missed that. I don't know how you missed that. And if it's intentional, screw you. Don't do that. That's not funny. I just think it's so weird that you can have, like, an official remake of a respected Japanese video game from one of the most important recent... one of the most important recent video game developers, and then accidentally, because I'm gonna be charitable, accidentally put a Far East stereotype into that game. Elite Dangerous. What's Elite Dangerous about? Because I have heard of Elite Dangerous. What is Elite Dangerous, and is it hard? Is it hard? Ah! I fell down. Spaceship game has a steep curve. You want to watch me struggle. You want to watch me flounder. I think I have heard of that. That might be a good one to add to the list. I like that you keep giving me games. I like having games on my list. It makes me feel like I am immortal. I will always have longevity. Magic Sword Makoto. Magic Sword Makoto. I don't remember... Magic Sword Makoto does not have... Cool moveset, though. An ill-rumored katana mentioned in folklore. It is named for a giant in a distant country. When its unique, long blade meets skin, it tears it apart into a wound that is said will never heal. It is a cursed weapon that devours the wielder's life energy. But despite this, warriors continue to be drawn to the katana. Warriors. So, let's go deliver our evil blade, huh? Let's go deliver our evil sword. That seems like a good idea, right, guys? I love that you called him Sephiroth, because, like, look at this sword. Look at this sword. You wouldn't be entirely alone in your spaceship foray if you take the plunge. I have over 6... So you'd hold my hand like you did in Majora's Mask? I joke, but that did actually calm my nerves a bit. Because then it would be like you're guiding me instead of I'm failing on screen. Maybe I could play Dante's Inferno. Do you guys want to see Visceral Games foray into a God of War style beat 'em up? I would have to be dangerous. I would have to be dangerous? No. I would have to be careful, though, because I'm pretty sure Cleopatra has her boobies out. And I don't know if there's a streamer mode for that game. Okay, I have a quick question about Twitch's rules. Does anybody know this? Does anybody know this? If anybody is like a... sorry, frames. If anybody is like privy to Twitch's rules, if there's like a boobie in the video game, do they get mad at you? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna play Leisure Suit Larry or something like that. But if the video game has the nudity, am I in trouble? Like, I'm sure that you can't play Baldur's Gate with the full nudity on, but I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Can you just flag your game for mature content? Or are you doomed either way? Are you doomed either way? I should probably look that up. I probably shouldn't ask my chat. I probably should know that. But I don't. And that's just the way it is. Okay, so... Guys, how do we kill Satsuki? Do we kill him with the magic sword Makoto, or do we hit him with the meat cleaver? Do we judge him as the adjudicator? What do you guys think? Adjudicator or magic sword Makoto? I'm leaving it to a poll. I want to say probably fine if it's not lewd, but the safest bet is no nips. Okay, I got one vote for Cleaver. I got one vote for Cleaver. Should we give him the magic sword Makoto? And then it's Cleaver versus magic sword. Is that something? Is that something? Do we deny him his birthright? Or give him his birthright and then kill him with a big stick? What is more of a legendary, a fair duel? Give him the magic sword? I like that idea, though. I feel like that's a good idea. Give him the magic sword, and then we cleave him with our big, dumb stick. I feel like that's a good idea. What's my character tendency? Beat him up with a giant kitchen utensil! Yep, you guys are on it. You're on the level. You guys get it. You're on the level. You're on the level. You guys get it. And also, it shows you that I'm not just being a meanie head when I say we gotta kill him.
Ah. You have found the Makoto, have you?
Yes, I did find the Makoto.
And, well, your good work. Now, just hand the Makoto.
I also have fashionable little silver bracelets. I forgot about that. I am so ready for a night on the town. Yes. I am so ready for a night on the town with my girlfriends.
This is she. This luster.
See, this Makoto is a girl. What did I say about giving feminine objects a masculine name?
Could this sword really be as deadly as the rumors claim? There is only one way to find out.
Yep, and then he tries to kill us. I like that he's hurting himself on objects because the sword doesn't differentiate, like, it's stealing his soul power. Oh, bud. You picked the wrong fight. Yeah, get that full heal. Let's make this fight last a little longer. Ooh, that thrust actually looks pretty dangerous, though. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't? Oh, no. He picked the wrong fight. Magic Sword Makoto. We get it back. Should we use the Magic Sword Makoto on something? Let's see if it's any good. You guys ready for this? We heal any damage. I was wondering, because, like, watch. Goes down by 8, goes right back up. Goes down by 8, goes right back up. Goes down by 8, it goes right back up. It goes right back up. Don't mess with the chefs. Yep, we're cooking up a good meal. We're serving a dish of something funny, I'm sure. Let me workshop the joke and I'll bring it back to you guys. Okay? I gotta put the joke in the kitchen! There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it in the end. We got it in the end. Oh, Shotel. I did not know those guys dropped a Shotel. Let me cook. It's not going to be very good. And you probably shouldn't let be anywhere near an open flame. Ow! Ow! It's weird hearing the character have ouchie sounds. Because when you're a phantom, you don't get ouchie sounds. Okay. I think that's all the White World Tendency stuff in Shrine of Storms. I think that's all the White World Tendency stuff in Shrine of Storms. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's watch... Actually, I want to show you how fast our health regen is now. I want to show you... No. Like, that's just utterly ridiculous. 12 health a second is, quite frankly, amazing in this game. 12 health a second. I think you can get it up to 20 health a second or 24 health a second if you have the regenerate magic power from the Adjudicator Demon's Soul. Adjudicator Demon's Soul. But I don't have that. And I used the Swollen Demon's Soul to make this cleaver. So, you see this destroyed Archstone. This Archstone was supposed to be the Frozen North. Land of the Giants. Which you might recognize as being a location in Elden Ring. Yes, they revisited it. So, this Archstone was going to be DLC. And it actually has completed enemies and stuff like that. Well, completed, quote-unquote. They have some animations and stuff like that, but they're not, like, entirely completed. But unfortunately for us, the game did not perform well enough for this Archstone to ever come to be. Which is really sad. I would have really have liked to see what, like, bosses would have been in this Archstone, and what enemies would have appeared where. It was all, like, monster people type. Monster Musume. No. What does Musume even mean? Because there's Uma Musume. Does it mean daughter? You can actually look it up. There are some enemies that just A-pose and stuff like that. There are some enemies that just A-pose and stuff like that. You should look it up. It's awesome. It's awesome. I think this is what... No, we probably shouldn't be... Musume is just girl? You adore the Mimic? Yes. Yes, I also adore the Mimic. Da 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 da. Ba-da-ba-pa-pa-pa-pa-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, Musume means, like, daughter. So, Uma Musume literally means, like, horse daughter. Mimic looks like an evil art exhibit, and I wonder if it would have actually mimicked things. You know what I mean? I should probably not be human while I run around here trying to find the key to Free Ridiel. The key to Free Ridiel is in World 2, right? Am I remembering that correctly? The key to Free Ridiel is in that world. I very briefly tried... By very briefly, it was a couple months. I tried really hard to sit down and actually try to learn Japanese. And I should get back into it because I adore the language and the culture a lot. But it's hard to motivate myself to do that. I really should, though, because I do love it a lot. And also, learning the language would allow me to speak to, what, like 30 million people I couldn't? Yeah, Ridiel's key. I was in the right track. It would be nice to be able to speak a language that 30 million people can speak. And also, it's just, I don't know, I find the country incredibly interesting culturally. But I have a tendency to pick up languages, learn as much as I want from them, and then drop them, sadly. That's the way I was with French, that was the way I was with Russian, and it was the way I was with Japanese. But I want to sit down and actually do it. Like, commit to it. Like, let's learn this ding-dang language. But man, is it difficult to have the time and the effort, and also if you don't have anybody to hold you honest. You know what I mean? Because when I first started learning, it was with my dear friend who actually ended up going to live there for like 6 months. He lived in Japan with his uncle. And that's where I first started to practice the language, was with him. And it was to keep him honest, and then eventually it was like, oh my gosh, I actually really love this. I love learning this language. I love interacting with this culture and trying to come to terms with how they speak and stuff like that. But then he moved to Japan, and I didn't have him to bounce off of anymore. You know what I mean? So I kept myself, and I practiced my hiragana, and I practiced my katakana. Apparently some folks can learn new languages. I know, they're in my family. They're in my family. My aunt in Sweden, she lives, it's so funny. She lives in the frozen north in the middle of nowhere in a village of like 100 people. That's so much fun. But she can speak Chinese, German, I think, well, Swedish and English, obviously, and then one other language. What was the other language she spoke fluently? My own dear mother can speak, used to be able to speak Russian conversationally, French, English, and Swedish, of course. They're in my family. I know them, and that makes me even angrier. Because they can do that, and I cannot. But I did. I got, I was obsessed with Russian folk music for a long time. Are they called polyglots? Are polyglots the people who can learn languages really easily? I'm trying to remember what... I sometimes have problem Englishing no good. Same. Sometimes English hard. English come out bad. I totally get that. Polyglots? Yes. Thank you, Aki. I'm trying to remember what the other language my aunt could speak was. Chinese, German, Swedish, English, one other one. I don't remember what she had. But I think she also lived in Germany for a while. I don't know if she's ever lived in China. Probably not. She's terrified of the communists. Irish, maybe? I don't think it was. It would be cool, though. I had a friend whose therapist was Irish. And he could speak Irish. And I thought that was a really interesting, just an interesting little fact about him, that he could do that. Like, I guess it's grounding. One of the best tools against, like, hysteria or trauma is confusion. So if you start busting out speaking in Irish to someone, I bet you can actually get through to them. At least stop them from spiraling. Yeah, Gaelic is Scottish, I think. I think there's Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic. But I think Irish itself is its own language. What about Welsh? Who speaks Welsh? Flanfire, pulgwingich, go get a chin, drobach flan, tesilio go go goch. Flanfire, pulgwingich, go get a chin, drobach flan, tesilio go go goch. That's that one town in Wales that people make fun of. There's a song and how to sing it on YouTube that's been in my head for years. Is this where you get the key? Yeah, because this board doesn't appear unless you're in White World Tendency. It's easy to say once you know how. Because I'm pretty sure there's Scots Gaelic, Irish Gaelic, and then Irish as a language. And then there's Welsh. I know there's... Yep. Prison of Hope. The House of Hope. I'm gonna use this. Sorry if you think it's a bad idea. We killed that guy! Satsuki is dead. Satsuki is dead. And then there's Satsuki. He's dead. What does Satsuki mean? What does Satsuki mean as a name? I love Japanese names because a lot of Japanese names sound like, you know, hippie names when you translate them. Very famous Japanese name. It is considered the Jane of Japan. Hanako. Hanako directly translates to flower child. I think that's really funny. I think that's really funny. What does the name mean? What does the for the month of May? It is a traditional Japanese name for the month of May. It is commonly used as a feminine given name and more rarely as a surname or a masculine name. Now, depending on the kanji, it can be May, early moon month, May, dwarf azalea, or shore of a wetland or paddy. As a given name only, blossom, sand, or happiness, depending on the kanji. That's interesting. So, wait a second. Did they do that on purpose? Yeah, the English version would just be May. But I'm wondering if they did that on purpose, because Satsuki being a commonly given feminine name, and then Makoto being a commonly given masculine name, but the sword is referred to with feminine pronouns, and the man is referred to with masculine pronouns, but they have the different names. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Maybe that's not intentional, but that is kind of interesting, right? Like, that is a little interesting, right? I don't know. That's fascinating to me. It is typically a feminine name. Yeah, the English version would probably be just May. But, like, the kanji does change the meaning. Blossom, happiness, rare, hope. Like how Shirase from Fighting Layer, the name means news, but because they use the kanji for death, the name translates to death notice. So I'm wondering if, depending, but I don't know the kanji they use for Satsuki. I have never played this game in, okay, are you going to be stable? I have never played this game in the original Japanese. I wish I could. See, that's one of the reasons why I gotta learn Japanese. So that I can play the game in the original language. Because there's some... Isn't there a sentence in Chinese you can say with just... Oh, probably. I think it's so interesting because Chinese is a tonal language. Right? Which means the tones change the meaning more than the actual, like... thing you got going on there. I probably explained that really poorly. But the tones. It's the tones. But I remember a comedian talking about how he lived in China for years, but he's very white, right? And he had to learn the language when he moved over there. And he says that the people in China are so forgiving of foreigners who use the tonal language poorly. You know what I mean? So, he was... I don't know how true it was, or whether or not it was literally just a joke. But he was talking about how he was trying to buy strawberries in the market. And, unfortunately, the sentence that he was saying to say, how much do the strawberries cost, came out sounding more like, I would like to have sex with your sister. And the woman that he was talking to just looked at him for a second, trying to discern what he actually said, and then went, ah, yes, and helped him buy the strawberries in the market. But, I mean, you have to have a certain level of grace, right? If your entire language is based off of a tonal architecture that is very difficult for foreigners to wrap their heads around. I don't know, that's fascinating to me. I know there's I think it's a story, I don't know how true it is, actually. It might be false. It might be false. But there's like a story in, I've heard or read that there's a story in Vietnamese that you can say entirely off of variations of the word she. But I don't know how true that is. I am not an authority on Eastern European languages. As much as I wish I was. And who even needs to know languages anyway, because AI is just going to translate it for us, and it's going to do it well. Did I never open this door? Hero's soul. English has full sentences with just the word buffalo. That's true. But that's more like colloquial. No, that's not the word I want to use. Maybe it's colloquial. What's the word I'm looking for here? Three-cornered hat! Sorry, guys, we're moving over to the three-cornered hat. We're a witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! Three-cornered hat! Three-cornered hat! Languages are so cool, though. Like, the way that people communicate and how it's different and, like, I don't know. Humans are just awesome. The way we come up with stuff like that is just so cool. Oh, Sage Freaky's clothes. Okay, we could be the Venerable Sage. We could be Sage Freaky. Nothing in here. A witch whose primary spell is cut. I cast Fist. Yeah, I love like muscle wizards and stuff like that. I once played a game where one of my players made a muscle wizard. Because the system allowed it. It was RuneQuest, which is a very different system from D&D. It's a D100 system. And their focuses was indeed magic casting, and then a combat style which was based off of bare knuckle brawling, and then their stats were int and strength. A frying pan is a paladin weapon. Yeah, a frying pan is an awesome paladin weapon. You know who else is I feel like you could argue that Rapunzel from Tangled could be a very good paladin. And she could smite through her freaking frying pan. So they pumped strength and intelligence, and they were Muscle Wizard. I freaking love Muscle Wizard. Good character. And they always ran around in, like, a loincloth with all their muscles showing, like King Boomy from Avatar The Last Airbender, because they would cast mage armor on top of that. Such a good idea.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please.
Please.
Take this fine piece of work. Besides, I have no use for it now.
Flower, gleam, and glow.
Thus begins
Let your
my
power
final,
shine.
eternal
Make
rest.
the clock reverse. Bring back what once was mine. What once was mine.
Thus begins my final, eternal rest.
Sorry, I was singing over you, bud. Sorry. Where's his body? He has the fist weapon. Oh, interesting. Where do I get the rogue set? Where's the rogue set? Let's look that up. That might be the last thing we do. I feel like that's a good last thing to do. There's a song. Magical Mr. Mistopheles. Okay, the rest of the set is found in Upper Latria. Is that true? Where's the wiki dot? Old King Doran's set is male only. Did you guys know that? It's treasure. Other pieces 3-1 Tower of Latria. Tower of Latria. Prison of Hope 2, second floor east is accessible after you free Ridiel and let him live. The Prison of Hope, second floor east cell key is located in one of the last open cells. Okay, so we can go somewhere now. Yeah, but oh, did you know? Yeah, he is a king. 2 floor east. Thank you, Anthafin. I was reading the wiki though. I didn't let you tell me. So Sweden had a king. His name was Gustavus Adolphus. He's a pretty important king, pretty important guy. But he has a couple of interesting quirks about him. One of those quirks is that when he had an heir, he had a daughter. He had a daughter. And it was funny because the steward to the king at the time, I think his name was Otto something, Otto von something. He was a very important Swedish history figure. Very important guy. Real power behind the throne type stuff. He looked at the king's daughter and was like, oh, well, that's all right. We can always try for an heir. And the king went, what do you mean? That's your king. And the steward was like, what? Sire, that's a woman, right? And the king said again, that will be your king. So she is now called Queen Christina, but she was crowned king. She was King Christina. I think that's really funny. Okay, how do we get to second floor east? How do we get to second floor east? I think we need to go up. Because this is second floor west. West. King Christina. I could be king. Give me an opportunity. Actually, fun fact. This kind of makes me upset. This is a fact that makes me upset. So, something that I learned about my family is that my grandfather on my mom's side is related to the bastard son of nobility. And that the last We didn't fall to our death! We didn't fall to our death! Anyways, I wonder what it's gonna do to us. That was strange. We ran so fast that we clipped out of reality. Okay, so my grandfather is related to... Oh, it's just gonna kill us. Fine, I guess? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Anyways, okay, what was I on? Third floor west. How do we get to west? How do we get to west? So, grandfather, related to the bastard son of nobility. Final member of the noble family. Passed away. Died. Years and years and years ago. My grandfather, as one of the last surviving members of this noble line, could take the noble name. And if he did, he had no male heirs. He had no male heirs. He had 4 daughters. So, I would be someone who could take the name. If he did. But he has to take the name. And if he passes away, because I don't think my grandfather can, if he passes away, then the name is lost and the noble family does not exist anymore. But if he took it, I would have the noble name. And the noble family would live on through me. So I don't know how to ask him to take it so I can. I want to be a noble. I want the title. Please. I just think it would be really cool. I think it would be really cool if I could have the title. But I don't know how to convince him to take it. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Can you explain it like that, though? Carrying on the name? Yeah, can you... Carrying on the name? Is there any benefits or responsibilities? None. None. I would just have I would have a Swedish noble family name. I wouldn't get land with it. I wouldn't get fortune with it. Because I'm not... The Swedish nobility is really interesting because it's greatly diminished it is greatly diminished. And in fact, a lot of the houses have been abolished, mostly through that natural process of the families just dying out. And it's like the woman had no one to pass her inheritance on to. Goes to the state. Goes to the state. Yeah, if it's just for the funny, but it's like the problem is that Sweden has a lot of like social stigma around being quote unquote better. You know what I mean? It has a lot of social stigma around like nobility. Like my mom went to high school with a noble. He was a Swedish noble whose family founded the town they lived in. And they bullied him for it. He was bullied for it because it's like not a thing anymore. You know what I mean? He hated being a noble. So for my grandfather to take the name would be subtly telling, you know, his neighbors and the people he lived with, like, hey, I'm like clinging to old ideals that make me better than you. Okay, we just need to hit him once. Okay, let's have him come through the door. So it isn't just like novelty over there. It's real history, you know what I mean? But it's history that gets made fun of a lot. But I want it so bad. 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 Could you imagine? Could you imagine how much clout I'd get? Could you imagine? Like, yes, I'm a real Swedish noble. Yes, and that makes me better than you. I would have so much fun with it. Oh, man. Come on, Grandpa. Take it, take it, take it, take it. My morfar is how you would say it in Swedish. Morfar. Mother's father. But he will not take it. He's not that kind of man. And I don't want to, like, go up to him and be like, hey, you know, before you die or something. Would be funny to have it and make fun of yourself for it. Yeah, especially because I work like a blue-collar job in the United States of America. It would be like the most self-defeating joke in the world. But I don't know. It just has aura. It just has aura. Drinking orange juice out of his champagne glass. Like, yeah, you know, I'm nobility. Especially because it's like the bastard son of a dying noble line. That's so much fun. There's so much poetry in it. I want it. Give it, give it, give it, give it, give it, please. I would love it so much. It's such a lame claim to fame. It really is such a lame claim to fame. But imagine having a title. I would have a title. It's a little bit different because in Sweden you don't get like the title. You would get the family name. You would get the family name. Sag. Okay, how do we get down to the first floor? How do we get down to the first floor? Like this? Is this where we were? Yeah, this is where we were. Maybe the other side? I want to get down to the first floor and then go to Mausoleum East. East. I would like to go Mausoleum East, please. Yeah, this seems right. Sorry that we're just getting lost into the Tower of Latria again. It's a time-honored tradition. Yes, here's how we get to East. I mean, like, how many people could say that they... Oh, that was so much damage. How many people can say that they're related to legitimate nobility? How many people can say that? This noble family line, though, like, it's not actually related to our noble family line. But on one side of my family, we are, like, a direct lineage to Harold Godwinson, who was the last Anglo-Saxon king of England. Which means that I could rightfully challenge the throne of Britain. It could be mine. They would have to watch out. And that's what this streaming is, actually. Streaming is a way for me to grow my army to the point where I have enough troops to destabilize Britain's government and install myself as the absolute monarch. So I hope you guys are okay with that. Okay. Bugs. Are you gonna come? I'm so glad we one-shot these guys. I'm so glad we one-shot these guys. I would drink orange juice if I wasn't allergic to citrus. I would drink orange juice if I wasn't allergic to citrus. Ooh, watch that. Watch that. Give me some more. Watch that. Old Spies. I love their little bells. If this game came out later, you would totally get their little bells as like an item that you could use to hit people with. Chalky milk? Yeah! Chalky milk out of a wine chalice. Chalky milk out of a wine chalice. See, the problem is I adore citrus. Like, I really do really like citrus. And citrus-related products and stuff like that. I love oranges. But it makes... I'm like... I don't know. It's not like I get puffy and huge and can't breathe allergies. It just dries my throat out and makes my tongue bleed. It makes my tongue bleed. And it makes my throat bleed if I have too much of it too. So I don't know what that is. I just assume it's an allergy. I just assume it's an allergy. Because it's only citrus that does that. I was like, yeah, I used to love eating kiwis, but then, you know, I stopped doing it when the kiwis made my tongue bleed every time. Yeah, it sounds like an allergy, doesn't it? I'm allergic to citrus too, and it sucks. I love orange juice and I miss it, but I have anaphylaxis with it. Yeah, that sounds rough. That sounds really bad. I was like, yeah, I love kiwis, but they make my tongue bleed every time I have them. And somebody was like, what? And I thought people were lying about lemonade. There it is. Rogue set. This is like the best light armor set in the game, and it's feminine only. You playing allergy roulette? Found out at a Waffle House. You found that out at a Waffle House. That sounds horrible. That is the worst place to learn anything horrible about yourself, is at a Waffle House. You playing allergy roulette? What does that mean? What do you mean you've been playing allergy roulette? What does that do? What do you... Have you just been, like, trying things and hoping for the best? Or do you know you have an allergy and just ignore it anyways? I have a friend who ignores their lactose intolerance with impudence. They one time, like, there was a long stretch where they had to have every dinner with a I still don't know what I'm allergic to. I hope you're not allergic to anything. I really hope you're not allergic to anything. It sucks. No, but I think we got our armor. What do we have left? Valley of Defilement. We have the Valley of Defilement left. Yikes. Yikes. But no, I thought people were lying about lemonade. I thought people were lying about it because everybody's like, oh, it's the perfect drink to have on a warm summer day. And I'm like, no, it's not. It makes you thirstier. It makes you way thirstier. I mean, there's basic pollen stuff in the spring and summer, but everyone has those, so it doesn't count. I'm so glad I don't have those. Tree sex does not bother me. Tree sex does nothing to me. I am more powerful than the pollen. I'm so glad to. I would be so sad if I couldn't go outside in the spring. Am I going the right way to go home? Am I going the right way to go home? Ah! Down here, right? We can fall through this hole and not die? Haha, the abrupt music cut off. Where's the archstone? I want to go on the archstone. I want to leave. I want to leave. There it is. Found it. All is good in the world. Alright. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up tonight, though, guys. We did a lot of stuff, and we also streamed for about 3 hours, which is longer than I thought I would. So, sorry to all those who are still up and watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Bea just broke her neck. because I was stretching. Oh, that's a good stretch. All right. Oh, I miss the old Nexus music. When we come back, which will be on Thursday night, I'm not going to be here Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry, I know, you're going to have to get your daily fix. Either by watching the clips or by watching the VODs. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Skimble Soulsy is going to go to bed, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you for watching. Maiden in Black.